How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
All right.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Always good to talk with you on Liberty. So it's very, very nice.
So the last time we talked, one of the biggest trends was wearing the face mask, especially here in California. And that's kind of gone away now. Tell us what's changed in the last year.
What's changed in the last year? Well, actually, we still do quite a few face masks. There's not, even though it's kind of going away, we still do quite a few of those. But thank God it's finally going away. But, everybody's, I guess since last year, since the face mask and everything, there's been just quite a few businesses that have started up. So we've just kind of been marketing new businesses with, new items, just to get them started. So yeah, thank God we're done away with the face mask, but just a lot of new products have, coming out and just branding new, people reinventing themselves since the pandemic. So.
Am I your best customer by chance?
Say that again?
Am I your best customer by chance?
By volume or by spirit?
Oh my God, Justin, you are the best.
So I have bought a lot of promo stuff from her.
I know. I love those pens.
Yeah. Actually, the pens, I get a lot of... actually, I have another order for pens.
Yeah, you know what? Matter of fact, someone who got your pens, I had quite a few orders from those pens that we made for you. So that is cool. Thanks for, showing those and getting them out there.
Thanks for being a customer, Justin.
Well, my pleasure, Carol.
Yeah. I love the way that works. It's just so organic. Do you see how that works? Like, that's the best type of business to do. It's like, hey, you didn't even have to market that. It's like the marketing in itself.
Yeah. Well,
yep.
So with Carol was actually, I met with Carol a lot before I started my business. Mm-hmm. And Carol was at my third interview. Overall, yeah. So she came on my TV show, and we've always been a big supporter of each other. I guess is the best way to say that. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, I love that.
Yes.
Well, one word that Carol used a minute ago was reinvent.
Yes.
And we have a good question about reinvention.
Yes. So how did you reinvent your business?
How did I reinvent? Well, I really stayed in front of, my clients and just putting my name out there, reaching out to those. We had quite a few clients that, their businesses were kind of folding and they needed some, help or, so we just kind of, stayed in contact with them and just kind of really let them know that we're here for them and we can, help them with whatever they need, big or small. We'll help them to, keep their businesses afloat. So just, being in front of the customers and just really trying to help out as best as we could. To keep them going. It was a tough time for a lot of businesses. So we were really out there trying to, we were all trying to survive. So I think just really staying in front of them and just letting them know that we were here for them and just helping any way we could.
Now, in your personal opinion, do you feel like we're turning things around now from that state of mind as businesses?
Yes.
From survival back into thriving mode?
Yeah, I see. I believe we are. Our business has picked up a lot. Like I say, people are inventing themselves. They're just coming out of, and a lot of companies that they've even reinvented the company that they were in. And just kind of changed names and changed some branding and just kind of did a few different twists with what they were doing. So yeah, I definitely feel that we are coming out of that slump we were in, and a lot of people are into business for themselves, and just just trying to brand themselves, getting out there. I think as the pandemic, it was like a huge. That was different for us. So everybody had to really think differently.
Absolutely.
So now that the pandemic's kind of trending down. It's not. I won't say it's over yet, but it's trending down.
It's over in my mind, Justin. It's okay. You can say it.
Yeah. It's been over my mind since day one. But,
I love it.
Yes. But so now we have more events coming back. So what events can you help people or businesses with?
Well, as far as promotional items, one of the biggest sellers we have right now are tote bags. I mean, those are awesome. We carry those everywhere, grocery stores, into schools. It's an everyday item. So to have your brand on your tote bag, carrying it wherever you go, that is, that's one of our biggest sellers, along with, branded coffee mugs. Believe it or not, those are still selling like hotcakes. Branded coffee mugs or travel mugs. They're nice giveaways for your customers. And definitely the pens and highlighters, just like you said, Justin, earlier about your pens. Yeah. Those coffee mugs and pens and highlighters, they sell a lot, also apparel. I mean, that's a must. Your polo shirt and your cap with your logo on it. You can't go wrong with that. Companies, they want to see, their team members, their workers, they're proud of their company. So we do a lot of that. Those are our biggest sellers. Like right now, our tote bags, the pens, apparel, coffee mugs, always a plus.
I think I'll probably, next thing I buy from you is probably going to be maybe some button-down shirts with my logo in the corner. So that way I can kind of...
There you go.
Yeah. And a tie with the logo down it.
Ooh.
Yes.
Fancy.
We can do that. We can do that.
I love the hero logo.
Thank you.
I love that. I think that's so great. So you should put that on your tie.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love that too. Carol came up with that logo.
I was going to ask.
Yeah,
that is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a genius of Carol Hall.
Good job.
Yeah. So I'm Justin Duggan here with Liberty Santiago, and you're listening to the Small Business Voice on Power Talk 1360 KFIV, and we were talking with Carol Hall of ShomoPromo.com, learning about promotional marketing. You can reach her at 510-928-0218.
And more specifically, we're learning about promotional marketing materials post-pandemic. I mean, woohoo! Yes, we want to know, how can we use that?
Post-pandemic, I love that word.
Yes, me too, for sure. Question about printing. How do you print your apparel?
Well, we have different types of we have embroidery, of course. We'll embroider, and we also do screen printing. So that's another alternative to embroidery. So, of course, you have the embroidery machines, and then we also have, the screen printing technique. So both are really awesome. Wash them over and over again, and it's awesome. We get those, we turn those around pretty quickly. So yeah, that's the embroidery and the screen printing.
So
are two different types of printing.
So in my personal experience, I went to your website and you have so much stuff. Like, I'm over here like, wow, this is so amazing. And it's really a great service that you have. But I mean, my mind goes to like, do you have stock of all this stuff? Like, how does that work?
Well, I mean, I don't stock everything on hand. We do have quite a few things that, that we have on hand printing. I mean, we do have to, send the, for the item, depending on the item. I mean, because, a lot of them are overseas, but we try to stay within the United States as much as possible.
Ooh, I love that.
But some items definitely are overseas, and we have to, pull them in from there. So, we definitely don't have stock of everything on hand. That's way too much. We offer a lot, but we can't stock everything. We do have to, because it just depends on the orders. We don't, we might not get as many of this, so we don't really stock all that. But
Carol's mansion's only so big.
Carol's mansion's only so big. You know what I was going to say is, otherwise your second business would be storage units, right? You might as well buy a storage facility and rent them out to yourselves. Oh, goodness.
Yep.
So, what kind of businesses would you like to connect with?
Well, I mean, any business, really. I guess, you know what? One business that I really want to connect with is a golf pro shop.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because, I did a while ago, I did some branded golf balls for a person who's, father had passed away, and so we branded his name. He was a really good golfer, so we branded his like little tagline and his name on these golf balls and on these tees, and we they gave them away as gifts, for people that came, and it was such a everybody remembered him as being this professional, great golfer. So when they received those, it was like, oh my God, it was just the coolest thing. So after that, I kind of was like, wow, this would be really great to, give to, talk to different golf pro shops. We could do their, they can personalize their golf balls, and some tees and, whatever else they have in the shop, maybe even some shirts, So I think, that'd be a really cool client to get. So I haven't really reached out to them yet, but I definitely...
We could do that for you, Carol.
Like to.
We'd love to do that for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, country clubs and all these golf courses, listening, or people who go to those places. Tell them you have to hit up Carol Hall at shomopromo.com, and she's going to help you understand why you need to brand your golf balls and tees for your clients. Because that is promotional marketing.
Yeah.
And you know what? Right now is spring. I mean, people are ready to golf. They're golfing out there, and God, how great would that be to, golf with some friends and pull out your own, your personalized, your branded golf ball.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That way, when you go get your ball, you'll be able to know which one is yours.
I can see many really interesting, creative taglines being put on these balls, or something fun and funny that you can exchange with your friends. You're listening on Power Talk 1360 KFIV. We're here with one of our favorite guests, Carol Hall of ShomoPromo.com. Get on your computer and type that in right now, ShomoPromo.com, for all your merchandise and promotional product needs. You can also contact Carol by reaching out to her directly at 510-928-0218. Be sure to connect with us, the Small Business Voice, media.com, and also libertybrand.biz. Send us a message, click like, and tell us what you want us to discuss on a future show. Carol, how did you and Justin meet?
Oh, wow. Let's see. We met at Gold Star. I believe that's what it was. It's a networking group. And Justin, I think at the time, was doing Arbonne.
That's true. I was doing weight loss.
Real life story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What kind of business have you guys done together since meeting each other?
Well, Carol has done my business cards.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and she did my... Well, I've done like 3 sets now, I think, with Carol.
I'm very impressed, Carol. Yeah. You do a great job.
Yeah. So business cards, and then, you saw at the last networking event we had the...
Swag for Days.
Yeah, Swag for Days, which made an impression on a lot of people.
It did. I love the cartoon hero. That guy, he's amazing. When I really see Justin evolving as a business owner and really growing our show, I envision him embodying that hero with the cape. So
I do too. Yeah. That's definitely Justin.
Yeah, and you did that for him, Carol, and I think that's really important. You're not just marketing materials, you are branding. You branded Justin.
Yeah.
You did that.
I did that.
You did that. I did that. After the Great Resignation, there's been so many people who have used this time to start businesses. What suggestions or merchandise packages do you have that you would recommend for a new business?
Well, we've talked about this before, and I definitely still believe, it's the tote bags and the pins, of course, the business cards. Can't forget those. The business cards, the pins, and, just drinkware, those are just the best selling, and they're always a hit because they're with you all the time. You use the pens all the time. You give them away, your coffee mugs, you give them to your clients, the tote bags, you carry them everywhere you go. Mm-hmm. You wear your apparel everywhere. Your company is just everywhere. You can have it on the back of your shirt, so I think, just, that type of thing, the, pens and such, that is the best for, marketing a business.
So
you're always giving them away.
Yeah. So if a business comes to you and they have a design, you can take that design and run with it, get them the marketing materials they need, the merchandise they need. But, what if they don't really have a logo or they don't really have branding? Because branding is not just a logo. I mean,
we can help with that. Yes, we definitely can help with that. I mean, I will sit down and, meet with the customer and just kind of try to get in their head. What are they looking to do? What are you trying to promote? What are your colors and, what excites you? Just really find out more about that person and kind of try to put it into a logo, and I'll give them a couple of ideas. And then from there, we'll expound on it. Sometimes, you just got to, we'll work together and, if I'm going in the right direction, then we can expound on it. Or if we have to start from scratch, we'll do that too. But definitely, just meeting together and really having open communication on what are we trying to do? What is your audience? Who is your audience? Are they kids? Are they businesses? Are restaurants? Who are they? Are they parents? So we'll try to put all that together and just come up with a logo, and then we'll work with it.
Love it.
Yeah.
I want to comment on the on all the swag, because I bought a lot of swag from Carol, and but every client and every potential client, I make sure to give them a gift, and I think it goes a long way.
It does.
Yeah,
it really does. I have had several years of marketing experience with taking gifts. Branded gifts to people that we do business with, and it goes over really well. You can take merchandise and incorporate it into something really personalized for somebody, and then they go to reuse this item, and they always think of you. So that's really what marketing is message and frequency, and that's how you do it. You do it with physical things. So,
tangible items always work.
Yes. So, Carol, do you have a personal favorite item when it comes to merchandise?
You know what? I actually, believe it or not, it's their banners. I mean, I love doing banners. Just designing them and printing it. That's just kind of my favorite. I mean, we have different types. I mean, we have, step and repeat banners, retractable pull-up banners, handheld banners, just whatever advertising. I love to do that. Right now we're doing a bunch of graduation banners. I mean, so it's just banners is like, it's one of my favorites because I just love to sit there in front of Photoshop and kind of like put it together. And when I see the outcome of it, it's fabulous. I love it.
I love that you brought up step and repeats because I always feel like it just really elevates the event if you can take a picture in front of the step and repeat. It's like, oh, look, it's like we have an automatic background. It's branded. It's like part of the experience. All those touches really do make a difference in marketing, and it encourages people to stop and take a picture if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that in Gold Star before. We had somebody that did that, and it's a big attraction.
Yeah, put some balloons on the sides and like, hey, do it.
Yeah.
Get your selfie, your camera. You're doing all your selfies out there.
Yes.
You have fun with it. Yeah.
Yes.
So.
I see a small business voice step and repeat in the future, and some red capes on the side for people to put on and take photos with.
Oh, we'd love that. Yeah,
that would be amazing.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. And we can brand those red capes that say that have small business voice on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Colors.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're listening to Justin Duncan and Liberty Santiago on the Small Business Voice on Power Talk 1360 KFIV. And listen each Saturday at 11 a.m. And we are here with our guest, Carol Hall of ShomoPromo.com for all your merchandise and promotional product needs. You can contact Carol Hall at Shomo Promo, 510-928-0218. Let's see. So, Carol, so what does a successful month look like at Shomo Promo?
A successful month. It's a great feeling when you can make a difference. I think that's success. When I receive those calls or emails, when our clients just say thank you, or when they come back and let us know what a success they had with our product.
Yes.
You know, when our clients are happy and successful, we're successful. So
positive feedback.
That is success to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I've been trying to get this question out to many of my entrepreneur friends because I think that we really need to expand on the idea of what is an entrepreneur. So tell us, Carol, what is your idea of what an entrepreneur is?
Entrepreneur to me is a creative and thinking out of the box person, you know, a hustler, someone who loves what they do, always willing to learn, like a do-it-yourself person, like I am. You know, you got to be open-minded and you got to believe in yourself. And, you know, you got to love to see people happy. You definitely got to be motivated and, you know, customer orientated. So I think, you know, it's just a creative piece and being out there, and you got to be able to hustle, you know.
You know, Carol, I don't know if you know this,
be happy with what you do.
I don't know if you know this, Carol, but I said that exact same thing last week.
Did you?
I did.
I think it's really great, you know, that we continue to ask this question because I feel like often,
great minds think alike.
Yes, and I feel like oftentimes people think that entrepreneur means that, you know, you step into one business and that's it. But no, it's not.
Yeah, you could have your primary business, and then you could have tentacles.
Yes.
Oh,
I love that idea. Yes. What a great visual.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Carol, for being on our show. We have Carol Hall here from Shomo Promo. All of your merchandise quality is so amazing, and you just really have to see it in person. If you've been thinking about getting merchandise for your business, please contact Carol Hall at Shomo Promo. Obviously, you can tell that she wants to help you. She wants to see you happy. She wants to see your business thriving, and she can do that utilizing her skills and experience with promotional products. So reach out to her at 510-928-0218.
I can give a testimonial for Carol too. I think I'm one of her biggest customers.
Yeah,
definitely one of the tallest.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. So thank you, Carol. You're listening to the Small Business Voice on Power Talk 1360 KFIV.